So recently, I discovered a whole new world of law, romance, and hot men. And today I want to tell you all about my new obsession, Love and Deepspace. MMOs and RPGs are still in my heart, but unfortunately my bank balance has another skirmish to fight. Romantic otomoe gatcha games. I saw lads on Instagram a few months ago for the first time, and from there I looked up YouTube videos and found just the wildest mix of boiling hot spice and absolutely incredible lore. And I'd never seen anything like this really. It's just not my usual genre. I think the last time I played a mobile game as well was Snake, possibly, or that matching tile version of Mahjong that I had on my Galaxy S3 Mini. Anyway, I mentioned it to a couple of friends, and one of them said, "Oh my god, I actually play it." So I thought, right, well, that's all the push I need. And I finally actually downloaded Lads during Rafayel's most recent limited edition storyline, which they also call a myth, called Submerged Eclipse. So myths are these storylines you can win or unlock through pulling cards, like collectible cards, using wishes. And I just became immediately obsessed with trying to get that merman on my team. And yes, I was successful. But at what cost? Well, I don't actually want to tell you. Anyway, I am extremely pleased that I graduated from sort of watching random videos about it to actually playing. And I am here to tell you that you absolutely should try this game. It is a gacha game, so bear that in mind. There are limited editions of high quality items. There's obviously, they put up loads of options, loads of opportunities to pay real money for things. Make sure they make those very obvious, and there's low drop rates for some stuff. But to be honest, for me, there's so much else to do that at the moment it doesn't bother me too much. But maybe we'll see. Maybe in the future when I've played a little bit longer it might, but at the moment, to be honest, I'm still in the honeymoon phase. Okay, so what actually goes on in this game, other than watching hot men be all, emotionally available and strong and stuff? Okay, well, let me tell you. I will start with the lore. The lore is actually so deep. I was so shocked by how much information there is to glean about this world, about Linkon City, the gorgeous men, the nefarious organizations vying for control, the friends you meet along the way, your colleagues, and the terrifying wanderers that antagonize the city and attack its people. You, the main character, you are a skilled hunter, someone who protects the city from vicious wanderers, kills them and collects their power for study. You are constantly on alert for threats, but don't worry, you are supported by the Hunters Association, various colleagues, as well as, of course, your handsome love interests. So the current love interests, there are 5. They have complicated backstories and distinct personalities with separate wants, needs, looks, and paths to your heart. There are the 2 childhood friends of your main character, so Caleb, the strong colonel who wants to protect you at all costs and verges on the obsessive. Then Dr. Zayne, who is actually my favourite, heart surgeon, the serious sweetheart who struggles to control his powers and has a really unintentionally hilarious aura. He's so serious and he's so funny. Then there is Xavier, who's a mysterious fellow hunter who acts all coy, but he is not known as the leg opener for nothing. He absolutely definitely knows what he wants. There's Rafayel. He is the Lemurian sea god, ruler of the oceans with a penchant for melodrama. And then finally we have Sylus, elegant daddy of the Onychinus, big bad criminal enterprise that we get involved with, and we're only slightly unwilling to get up and close with them. And also they're all of them are just really hot, and they have nice arms. Anyway, Um, the side characters and NPCs, they're also really well developed actually. Some of the friends of the love interests as well, they're just as sweet and interesting as the main characters. And there's so many that are just fully voiced too, which just really adds to the quality of the game. So next up on my list of reasons why I love this game, despite only playing for a few weeks, is the art. Beautiful art. All the scenes in the audio or fully animated dramas, they're so detailed. Background images are beautiful. The outfits are so intricate. Part of the game is using your chances. So you have a certain amount of chances, to pull. You pull for collectible cards. You have a chance to collect high value ones. They're called witches and memories in game. And these card memories are they're like fully styled, fully drawn. Higher rated ones have full audio and visual videos or animations to go with them, with music, fully voice acted, and the art style is just very impressive, very detailed. I mean, as I said earlier, my reference point for mobile games is Snake, so maybe I just need to catch up. But anyway, yeah, still from my point of view, it's still brilliant. Okay, so next up, there is just a lot to do in this game. There are mini games, and all the mini games have variations. There's extra content for limited time events. There is combat, and you might think, well, what kind of combat is there really in a romance game? Well, actually, not just straightforward battles. The love interests have specific fighting styles, and you can unlock different versions of your companions. And each version has his own weapons and own fighting style and outfit. There are longer form fights which have their own separate plot, which require like multiple choice paths. You can choose paths through in order to solve a mystery, and if you take a wrong turn or whatever, you can fail. And it's just really, really interesting. So actually, another one just this week, in the battles section, a whole new area opened. So starting from the 3rd of July, there's the Unicorns Hunter Operations. So this involves you traveling to a new location and hunting down a solution to a devastating local problem. And it just looks really exciting, and I can't wait to actually have a proper go. So anyway, you might, what are you chatting about? You can't tell us that this is a romance game and then not actually talk about the romance, okay? Oh yes, okay. These men, they are out to ruin your perception of what is available in real life just forever. This is like, Prince Charming, Disney princes, whatever, fictional boyfriends all over again. They are lovely, they are cute, they are caring, they are funny, they are sharp, they are intelligent. Um, if you are lucky enough to unlock one of the spicy cards, they are wild. If you can't unlock them, look them up on YouTube. Go and find the one called Caleb's Lover's Whisper or Zayne's Silent Poem, and come back and tell me what you think and thank me later. The characters are just simultaneously, completely unbelievable and unattainable, and also within reach. And your main character, the woman that you play as, she's very accomplished, and they just love her, and you get to experience that pure love, through her, and it's just really fun. I felt a connection with them all really quickly. Um, so actually, before I even started playing, because I already knew the names of all the characters from looking up lore and stuff like that, my order of preference was Zayne, Caleb, Sylus, and then joint Xavier and Rafayel. But since I started playing, actually, Rafayel has really jumped up the rankings to possibly above Caleb. Anyway, but yeah, also just to make it clear, these are like subsections of first place. They are all S tier. They're just different aspects of S tier. So further on, other parts of the romance, there's a dating section, so you can go on cute little dates with them. You can play games with them. You can go in the arcades. You can use the photo studio and you can create fully, like, really adorable, fully posed portraits and take pictures and save the snapshots. You can listen to audio stories about each love interest. You can read short. They've got fully like emotional written short stories that you can read through as well. There's like a desk area. There's a desk area that you can actually fully customize with items that are specific to each of the handsome men. So, you know, you can give them each a desk, put random stuff on it that you think you might find on one of their own desks. There's this brand new journal feature as well that's just come out this week from the 3rd of July as well. You can create and customize your own journal, you know, with stamps, with photos, with tape, decorations, animations, and oh my shit, you know, it's just so fucking good. It's so good. Next point. There's more. Then my next point is the outfits. I love the outfits. Like, your main character's outfits are absolutely stunning. You can customize your look and the look of the men as well with accessories. The movement in the dresses is just insane. The layers, the colors, the sparkles, the fluid motion of the fabrics. It's all just so detailed. And if you have any interest in video game fashion, which I do, I think you can really enjoy this aspect of the game. And actually, recently, I think they've done, or they are about to do, collaboration with Jimmy Choo, the shoe brand, so that's fun. And I think for some of the outfits, I think they must actually consult with tailors or actual designers for a lot of the pieces used in game. So that's also cool. So my penultimate point is the events system. So at the moment, there's an adorable wedding themed limited time event. And I watched the live stream on the Love and Deepspace YouTube channel announcing it, and I just about died. Personalized wedding dresses, individual suits for each love interest, new mini games, new collectible card memories, new game modes. You can make a little chibi versions of yourselves and design your own wedding venue with your chosen man. Like, it's just so good. It's so over the top. It's so over the top, but it doesn't feel over the top. It's sort of the perfect amount of obsession. It's great. So, and finally, linking to this idea of the perfect amount of obsession. So the company that created Lads is called Infold, and they just really, really seem to know what they're doing. Apparently, the majority of the staff are women. I have heard, and this contributes, I suppose, to how they've managed to make, you know, create a set of personality traits, looks, and jobs and actions which realistically appeal to a range of women customers. Each of the men are very separate entities. There's little repetition. There's a lovely balance of like care and attention and spice and love. And obviously, this is a profit driven company, right? They've created a gatcha game. It's not entirely innocent. They're not giving us all of our desires just to make us feel good. What they're doing is a money spinner, but it seems to be successful. I read an article whilst I was putting together this video from, so the article is from April 2025. I'll put a link to it in the description. But apparently, the lads made Infold 5.8 billion yuan in just over a year. So that's roughly, I think, if I can read correctly, 572 million pounds, which is absolutely incredible. So, well, yeah, it's working. What they're doing is working. So what do you think? Does that sound up your street? Yeah, I had a lot to say. I had a lot to say, but I think that covers my initial thoughts. I was also thinking about making a video, because, like I said, I've never really played a gacha game before, and there's a lot of new words and terms that come up in LADs, like pull and banner and pity system and wish, that I've just never come across before. So I was thinking of making a video that it tries to explain all of those words. So perhaps I'll try and get that sorted. Comment jellyfish walking naked if you made it to the end and if you understood that reference. And let me know in the comments if you also enjoy Love and Deepspace. And subscribe if you like MMOs, RPGs, indie games, or romance. Thank you for watching, and I will see you when I see you.